Hey guys, welcome back to Flaming Chicken. No, it's been a little while. Continuing the PSA series, but before we do, just mentioning, and Ashland 4000, I haven't forgotten about you. So Ashland 4000 did win this pincer. Ashland 4000 did finally send in their address. Ashland 4000 won twice. So Ashland 4000, we will be sending this to you. Reason why we haven't yet is one, laziness, my full-time job, and we're going to do some more giveaways, and so we'd like to try and mail things in the same envelope just in case. That also goes for you, Work Uncle MP. We haven't sent you your Rowlett you won yet, but that just comes down to the fact that you tend to win quite a bit of our giveaways, so we're just holding off for a little bit, but you are the winner. We will get it to you, just not right away. That's all for cost effectiveness. And speaking about cost effectiveness, now he is not asking for money, and it may have been a joke, but my boy David Lee from Vintage Pokemon Hunter Brothers said he was broke. I would really appreciate it if everyone could go ahead and take like 50 cents to $1 or maybe a Pokemon card, put it in a mailing envelope and send it to his P.O. box. That would really make his day, and he's going to give a shout out to everyone who does. He always does. I've never seen him not. I send him tons of stuff. I send him a decent amount. He's also a pretty good winner for our giveaways. So yeah, I don't know if he's going to appreciate that or not, me mentioning that. It may have been a joke when he said it in a comment that he's broke, but hey, go ahead, take 50 cents or $1, put it in a mailing envelope, look up his P.O. box, it's on his channel, Vintage Pokemon Hunter Brothers, and send it to David Lee, and you will make his day. Now, without further ado, this is PSA Beyond 100. So instead of doing 5 cards, just a little intro, we're just doing 4 cards. Also, I didn't have enough time to dig through the piles to find 5 cards that I feel are worthy of PSA sending. So without further ado, we'll start. They're duplicates of each, but not the same type each time. So starting out, we have Blossom. So this was originally a giveaway card back at the beginning of our channel, but only David Lee wanted it. No one wanted it. It's got a swirl in the bottom left. It's a really clean card, and what's neat is its hollow is almost kind of like textured pattern like papyrus. Now, there is some damage right there, and it's really easy to see when you get close to the camera, but it's actually really... oh, never mind. It isn't necessarily minuscule damage, but the back, you know what? It looked cleaner in a sleeve. I know that's silly, but that just shows I don't fully review the cards, so that one that one will be held off on for now. So I have to do a quick whoops. Oh man. This one. Sorry, I'm doing some corrections on my paper over here. Hopefully we don't have this error with this other Blossom, but here we go. Let's see. Pull this one up. So is this one in much finer condition? The other one was very close to being fine. It wasn't that crease right up in the front. It's got, I wouldn't call it whiting, but it's not perfect edging, I guess is what we're going to call it. No swirl on this one as far as I can see, but at least it doesn't have a crease somehow in the middle. I've never seen a crease there. Usually creases are somewhere from the outside in, not from the inside out. But the rest of the front of the card looks really great. There is some surface wear, and I think that's just, yeah, it's just grime that came off pretty easy. Well, I guess it's smeared a little bit, so I guess these would count as stains. It's a little rough, but that's not whiting at all. These are whiting though. And that's rough. I would say PSA 6 to 7, mainly because there's a lot of kind of visible wax surface scratches. The front on this one though is definitely way better. And the back's a little beat up too, to be honest. But I would say 6 to 7. We're really shooting for 8 to 9, but it is what it is. We'll write it down for now, and we'll make a decision later. And of course, we're still waiting on our cards from the PSA. Granted, they let me know they are in the grading process, so there's like 12 steps when they grade cards, and grading process is like the middle step, sort of like beyond the middle step, so we're getting there. Now, this next one, I know this card. I've done this one before on the channel. I think the hollow foil in this card, they did a pretty good justice to this Pichu, Neo Genesis Pichu. I like how it goes red to blue. Doesn't really have a reason to, because Pichu's not elemental of either one of those elements, but now there is some minor, very faded sort of like scratch here and there. Like it's like 2 of them, but the rest of the hollow foil's in really good condition, which is good. The top of the card's in good condition. The front overall's in good condition. Usually it's the back that gets you. A little bit of wax stain, but nothing serious. Like whiting's usually the killer factor, so a little bit of whiting, but it's very minor. I'd say PSA 7 to 8. Now sadly the issue is with this card being Japanese and the cards so far that we've shown on this episode being Japanese cards just do not go for as much as English cards. And that's either because the market for English cards is just more demanding, or my theory that I believe is Japanese cards tend to be played with less, and so they tend to be in better condition. So they just, since there's more of them in better condition, the rarity of a good card isn't as high as like a rarity of a good card in English, because we play with ours a lot, especially the original cards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this should be Pichu, but I know they made some variations of Pichu Pikachu, and I see his ears a little bit different, and it's in Japanese, and I've never seen this card before ever, so really neat card to me. Hollow foil all over the place besides the main part of the card. Oh, it looks like there's some bleed because there's a hollow foil right there. There is some scratch here, but that definitely looks like bleed to me. Looks like it's, yeah, kind of like, it's hard to see. That one's easy to see, but like there's also like some sort of glimmer all across the yellow. So interesting. And then you've got hollow foil down here along the edgings. A very interesting card. I've never seen this one before. I know this back is the new back they used for some of the Japanese cards, so very interesting. It's a very clean back. There's no whiting along it, and it's got almost all of its original wax. Now, as I said, there's a minor scratch on the front of the surface. I don't know how hard that will go. I'm going to go for a 2 range number. I'm going to say 7 through 9. So, trying to get this cased up. It's a real shame that the other Blossom just is not in better condition. We'll put that one to the side for now. I'll probably bring it up in another episode by accident, thinking it's one of my cards worth grading again, because that crease is really hard to see until you actually take a close look at it. The back is pretty clean, well, in whiting wise, but there is quite a few stains and wax smudges. We'll really have to see how the cards come back from the PSA, those first 15. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these away in the PSA grading stack. I'm certain you've seen it before. If you haven't, you'll see what I'm talking about. What we're working on is we're working on trying to get our stacks organized. So these aren't the PSA cards. These are just my cards in general, along with all these cards. Now, I asked, is there any stack that people want me to go through? I'm going by really quickly. I'm probably just going to pick the stacks. But first, I have to get all of my cards out of the binders, reorganize out of the boxes, the piles, the binders. This is really one long process, guys. PSA Quest and Beyond 100 has been quite the process. But yeah, we're going to go through these stacks once I get everything organized, set, and sleeved. A lot of them are top loaded, a lot of them are penny sleeved. I think anything on this table that's in a stack is 100%. Most of it is almost all it's penny sleeved. I started to rush things, so some of the things like the base set Charmanders and stuff, and the stuff on top isn't penny sleeved, but anything in contact with the table itself is at least penny sleeved, and the table's not super clean. It's a table that came with the place. Yeah, we got a lot of different things to organize and get through. It's a long process, guys. We'll be doing some more giveaways like we always do, but just for now, we've been organizing. We've had some renovations at the place, and I got a lot going on, but hopefully we'll be pushing out more content, pushing out more giveaways, and yeah, just keep your eyes open, let your friends know about us. The more subscribers we have, the more views, the more this and that, the bigger our giveaways get. We already have our cards planned for our 100 sub, 150 sub giveaway, and we even have our 1,000 sub card still around, which is the first edition misprint hollow Cobra's Beedrill. Not in mint condition though, but it is still a first edition misprint hollow Cobra's Beetle. That's our 1,000 sub giveaway. We have that planned out. But yeah, just stay tuned, keep watching. Sorry if my content's been hit or miss, very slow here and there. Videos long, videos short, giveaways quick. It's just randomosity, guys. So just keep watching. Thanks. Bye.